Welcome to the Northwest Tech College Commercial Refrigeration Program. I'll give you a quick tour. You see here, this is our simulated supermarket area. We have a walk-in cooler freezer combination. We've got an open display case freezer. These black ones here, the green one was donated by St. Cloud Refrigeration. These black ones here have been donated from Lucan's supermarket. They are not tied into the rack system yet. They were donated after the initial installation of the system. So we're actually going to tie these into, I have a donated condensing unit, and so we're going to tie these all into a common condenser, and I'm probably going to stick it right next to it, and another project for the students to do. We have our reach-in freezers, and what we've done is we've added plexiglass to the side instead of putting an end cap on it, so you can kind of see how the different components that are inside of a refrigerator freezer. And I'm going to plexiglass this stuff in. Like I said, we still had a little bit of work to do on these because I wanted to keep it visual, but I also have to have the airflow correct going through that evaporator, so I'm going to have to box that in with some plexiglass. And we have our reach-in refrigerators here. I've had the students convert a couple of the lights to the LED lights from fluorescence. That was another project. They repaired some fans. These reach-in refrigerators, freezers, and open display cases, they were all donated from Naylor's Refrigeration. And we've got everything up and running and working. My CREF students did a lot of this work, and as well as myself and some of the donated labor from Naylor's Refrigeration. We've got a water-cooled ice machine we've cleaned up and installed. And see, we got a full thing of ice here. That was also donated from Naylor's. This black refrigerator, residential fridge, was donated from Keg and Cork restaurant, local restaurant here in town. Here's our rack system, and all those refrigerators and freezers are tied in to our rack system. It's like a central air conditioning or refrigeration system. And so each one of those refrigerators has its own separate circuit. We have a couple of redundancies so we can add some more stuff in the future. I've got my refrigerant storage area here, recovery tanks. This room is monitored for refrigeration leaks, so this was the best place for it. We've added we decided to put the condenser inside. This would normally be bringing the heat outside to get rid of it. And for teaching purposes, we decided it was better here. So we've added a cooling system. So we bring in fresh air through that set of louvers, and we exhaust out the hot air and bring in fresh air. So, like I said, here on the left is going to be our classroom area, and I've got a couple tables I've been borrowing from the electrical program, and we have our trainers here, and these were made from iConnect, and we've got heat pump and air conditioner trainers. We've got refrigeration trainers. And these are air-cooled type trainers, and they get a little bit more sophisticated as we come down this way. And we've got a commercial water-cooled with cooling towers. We've got two of those as well. And we have a couple of our old original trainers from Amatrol that were here with the program before we started this part of the plumbing and heating program. Over here we have our work area. We've had a lot of donated refrigerators and freezers, and this is where we do our repairs. We have our tool storage area, and we've got a couple different styles of recovery machines. And so we've got recovery machines here and here, vacuum pumps here, and some more vacuum pumps here. Our refrigerant scales for weighing the amount of refrigerant we put in or take out of a machine, vacuum thermistors, leak detectors, refrigerant gauges. These are the electronic styles, the yellow jackets. They've been working pretty well. The I-manifold gauges. These all came with those iConnect trainers that we just walked through. So each one of those came with a set of gauges, electronic gauges, and we got some old school stuff too. So over here we've got a couple of refrigerators. They were donated from the Keg and Cork restaurant. We've had our sheet metal in the plumbing heating program. The sheet metal students make some of the panels, and they've made some kick plates and some things for us as we're repairing these refrigerators. This is a reach-in freezer. It has a seized compressor that we've taken out. I'm going to get a new one for that. Kegerator we haven't started on. That's been donated by Keg and Cork as well. And we have one of the refrigerators that was donated from Lukens. That one, the house had a seized compressor, and so they're in a couple different stages of repair. But other than those two, the commercial refrigeration students have pretty much repaired everything else we have. So we're looking for a couple of better style, we're looking for some more broke stuff to fix. And we have our walk-in cooler and freezer combination. I also had the students help. This was actually donated labor setting this up through Naylor's Refrigeration. The CREF students set up all the rack and the shelving in there for us. We've got a couple of more refrigerators. This one was a broken one from the school. We've repaired that. It's running good. Another reach-in refrigerator that came from Naylor's. And this one was actually donated from Neil's Meats. It's a 1970s model. Perfect running condition. They were actually trying to sell it, and they decided that they'd rather donate it to the school than sell it. So we thank them for that. That's Neil's Meats in McIntosh. And so our reach-ins, and so that pretty much completes our tour. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody who's donated, and we're looking forward to seeing you all in person one of these days if COVID ever lets us. Thank you.